Music video.
Evaluation.
And feedback.
With
Niall.
James.
And Dirty.
Question 1. What are the mise-en-scène strengths used within our music video?
The mise-en-scène strengths are seen for the costumes, which represent the type of audience, which is 18 to 35s, as not the clothes, the shoes seen in the characters.
And they suit their personalities.
Yeah, suits their personalities.
Like buskers, just the man and the loose woman.
There was good framing of the shoes, so you focused on the couples and not anything other than the narrative.
Even the lighting, it was clear, so it was good quality film. Like if it was darker, it wouldn't have the same effect.
But the light was also down point because it changed in shot to shot.
But the best part of the lighting was at the end of the video where it wasn't intentional, but it gave the video like a solemn mood towards the end.
Question 2. What are the cinematography strengths used within our music video? Camera shots, angles and movement.
The strength of your cinematography is seen through over the shoe shot, where you see the male character looking over the camera's looking over the shoe, looking at the female character, which is effective and realistic. The different variety of shots, you have a close-up with the guitar showing you playing it. Then you've got extreme close-up of your face, which shows you lip syncing, and you just get a variety of shots really.
There's an excellent use of a high-angle shot to show the shoes crying, and it wouldn't have worked up if the shot would have been at a different angle, because it actually shows the water dripping on the shoe, so that's really effective.
And also there was a use of stop motion, which worked effectively to introduce each character, like got the him, her, and other. But it was a little messy at times, where maybe a tripod could have been used.
Question 3. What are the editing strengths used within our music video?
There's perfect timing at the beginning of the video, during the performance. The cuts were edited so they went exactly on beat.
Yeah, that was seen good because the transition between the shots were really good and tight, and through the lip syncing, you got they had the extreme close of your face, the transition towards that, which had the lip syncing was very effective.
And it contributed to the whole music video feel.
So the use of stop motion is editing again, but I liked it because it was unconventional. Like you don't usually see a music video with stop motion in it.
Question 4. What are the areas for development of mise-en-scène used within our music video?
For mise-en-scène, the lighting needed to be consistent, because in certain shots the lighting would be darker than other shots in the same scene, so it didn't really flow.
Yeah, bad continuity editing.
Also the mud, because it was a muddy day, it got on the shoes and it like changed. That sometimes there was mud on the shoes, sometimes there wasn't. Just
also the
continuity.
Also the tripod was in one of the shots, which like should have been inside there. It showed kind of like it took away from like the conventional music video. Yeah, made it less realistic. And the shoes, like the sort of a contrast, both was similar colour shades of brown, so you couldn't identify the masculine character, the female character. But
you could say that they were made for each other.
Yeah, you could say that's an argument against. Yeah, but I think that maybe it's a bit stereotypical. Maybe the shoes could have been a more boyish sort of blue colour, even though they don't really get many blue shoes, and the women should have like
easily recognizable. Yeah.
Question 5. What are the areas for development of cinematography used within our music video?
Well, for cinematography, there could have been a long shot or an establishing shot to actually establish the setting of the park when the shoes meet.
Yeah, definitely, because they're in the park, but it's just kind of just jumped straight to the park. There's nothing there's no build up to it. It was kind of like
so to introduce the characters and the location
to the actual shoes.
Definitely, and maybe even like a shot, more shots like looking down, more shots looking down at the shoes. Like the shots like.
I disagree with that one, because if you want it realistic, you've got to be up their level, as if like the shoes of the people.
So you can empathise with the characters.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
However, it would have made more sense if there was an establishing shot in between, because it just goes from the performance to them at the park, but you can't really pick up on the beat.
Even at the park.
Yeah, it does.
Even
No.
No, even like from the parts when they have eaten the crisps.
Just
That
It
just sort of
just jumps
jumps.
from the part to another
maybe-
area.
maybe-
You don't know where
maybe-
they are.
maybe
they
should
transitioned.
even.
They have put in clips of the lip syncing, like instead
But
for the
that's an
transition.
established setting.
What are the areas for development of editing used within our music video?
Well, for editing, there could have been maybe 1 or 2 transitions just to establish a sense of time moving forward or backward, like a flashback, because we weren't exactly sure what point in the narrative the video was.
Can you give a specific example?
The indoor shot when they were eating crisps, possibly watching a movie, we weren't sure.
Weren't sure like what was happening, and then suddenly it goes from the other pair of shoes walking in. Weren't exactly sure.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't give like it's sort of like just jump from one shot to another shot, like, and normally like sort of like a jump shot. Normally jump shots show different different characters or different things happening, but it's sort of like based on the same characters. So like even if you added like sort of like a black and white effect or a transition, it would have changed it a lot. And also with editing, you could have used like a sort of like a shot reverse shot to show that when the female character is walking off, you could have like a shot reverse shot, the shot behind Jay, behind the male character, then another shot behind the other female character, added like a bit more effect to it.
Question 7. Is the product easily identifiable as a music video through the typical use of conventions, and why?
I believe it is because
Well, it uses lip syncing and performance.
I agree, yes and no, because yes, it's an original idea, which is different from what you've seen, but at the same time, it's sort of like, some people might say it looks a bit like a shoe advertisement, as it incorporates mostly shoes, but at the same time, for yes again, it's sort of like, people can relate to it, like it's sort of like a relationship idea, but seen through shoes, so.
And however, it's very creative for a music video, so it would encourage people to buy the music.
So
That's why the creativity is effective.
yeah, it sort of
you also
challenges
get
it.
people
Did
encouraged
it
by
challenge
shoes.
the conventions?
Yeah, definitely. Like I was saying, the original idea like sort of subverts from the conventions. Like it's not your typical Beyonce booty shake. It's like got the shoes show relationships.
And the use of shoes as a representation of characters instead of actually using people?
Well, that's very effective because if a human couple was used, it would be less interesting. It would be just a normal music video, but using shoes kind of makes it more exciting.
Yeah, because you're able to create personalities through the shoes, like little movements that the female character going on her tiptoes. It's sort of like built a sort of sneaky, I want to see what the male character's doing. And the female character, even the way she's walking sort of seductively, it sort of gave her a personality that, sort of like a personality to her character.
Question 8. How does the video reflect the style of the artist, Best Coast, and their genre, indie pop?
Well, the genre indie pop, one would expect it to be very vibrant, maybe aimed at youths, and that was reflected within the video through the theme and the mood of the narrative. It's quite young-looking shoes, and it just overall covered it. Yeah.
It's even reflected through the questions. Like the questions seem like it's not something you see like a 70-year-old grandma, like the shoes wearing something you see like a 70-year-old woman wearing. It sort of was young, like sort of indie sort of pop through the sort of boots and sort of like, and the male's characters were sort of like fashionable sort of male shoes and stuff like that.
Is the link between the Digipack advertisement and video clear?
Yeah, I think it is clear. So the whole idea of the shoes representing sort of like the people and stuff is obviously clear the whole way through. You've got the shoes which they represent her or him, and that's always very clear in the poster. I think it matches the style and genre of the music. It's quite, because it's all sort of indie, alternative, and that kind of stuff, and that all fits in quite well. So yeah, I think it all does work together. It's clear. It's obviously all about the video and the kind of what that song is specifically about.
Are there any strengths and weaknesses that you can pick out?
One
sense of the video and also of the style and genre of the music.
Would you say that there are any areas that need improvement?
No, I thought it was all very good, and as I say, just perhaps in the poster, the narrative wasn't so clear, and it was just the shoes. And if you hadn't have seen the video already or seen the digipack, it's clear in the